All right. Okay. Hey, feeling a little bit less awkward about this after the first time, but still a little bit awkward. I have a bit of a plan for today, although I haven't written anything down. Um, in a couple of days, it's my birthday. I have been doing quite well lately, and I would like to do something that I have been meaning to do for quite a long time now. Um, just a little update beforehand. My previous video, the first time I was sitting in front of a camera talking to the camera like this, you can find that if you head to the YouTube channel and watch it if you've got a spare half an hour to waste. It's interesting. I'm going to still upload it because although I wasn't in the best place, it's quite honest and vulnerable, and I think it's important. And I'd much rather do things properly the first time, or even if I screw it up the first time, I'd much rather have the first time out there. At least that's how I'm trying to be anyway, instead of just focusing too much on what I can and what I can't put online and what I can say and all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm trying not to worry about that so much anymore nowadays. Anyway, my plan for today, I want to go probably inside because it's a bit windy out here, although the sun's nice, and have a drink and go through my old, how do I put this, cancer fundraiser. When I was 19, for the ones that don't know, 19 and 20, I had Hodgkin's lymphoma. It was a very tough year of my life, probably the toughest. And I haven't really spoken about it much to anyone. A few like psychologists and that kind of stuff, but and friends as well. I'm open about it. I'm happy to talk about it, but some of the stuff's quite locked up, I think. And I want to go through the donations page that my father's family set up because I want to thank people. I've always wanted to individually thank people for their contributions and for their help. And while I don't know a lot of the people that are on the list, I still want to do that thanks. So, yeah. A quick update before I go in. I've been on Vyvanse for the past month after the ADHD diagnosis and after trying some other medication, and it has been incredible. I don't really know how to put it without sounding like a total druggie. It's like I take one little pill in the morning and it has helped with so much stuff, more stuff than I can even talk about and think of in a quick video. Although I'm not too sure if this one will be quick. I went into the last one thinking 5 minutes and it was half an hour, but we'll see how we go. My mind has been so much better, and my body as well, but the mind is the most important thing. It's been crippling me for 26 years, and I'm looking forward to going into my 27th year feeling better than ever. Yeah. So, I think let's go inside and have a look at it. I should have warned you, this might be an emotional video. I'm going to try and make it a little bit less emotional than the last one, but due to the content, it might be hard to avoid. Just going to talk about whatever comes to mind and see where it goes. So, back in 2014, I think it was late 2014, early 2015, my dad, my stepmom and some friends set up some kind of, it's not GoFundMe, it's my cause. And I didn't really expect much of it. I'm still a little bit on the fence about it, which is weird, even after 6-7 years, whatever it's been. It's crazy how fast time goes. I felt weird because I didn't want people to give me money. I've always been terrible when it comes to gifts. I'm terrible at buying presents for people. I find it very hard sometimes to think outside of myself. So this was just incredible to me to see the the support just like flooding in. All these people whose lives that I either touched in small ways, big ways, or people that I hadn't even met at all wanting to help me out. And I'm still quite terrible when it comes to donating to charities, when friends post them up and that kind of thing. There's a few that I've checked some dollars into, but nowhere near the amount of money that people have donated to me. And I've always struggled with how I was going to pay it back, pay it forward in a way. The way I did that was by going and doing what they donated for, which was getting me to Japan. I had an incredible time, and I've been back since because I loved it that much, and I can't wait to go back again. Yeah, so although it might have taken me 7 years to thank you for these donations and for your support, a lot of the people who haven't donated at all have still supported me so much. Yeah, I can't thank you enough, honestly. It's still a bit weird to me. But let's get into it. Let's have a look, hey? Okay. So, my cause. I'm talking Japanese. I think this was... I'm not sure if it's a reference to that song, I'm Turning Japanese, but let's leave that. Not talk about that one. I still can't believe that number. $9,100. They set the target for $8,000 and I was like, yeah, right, sure thing. The course that I went and did, I think was about $6,000, and I think before I went I had saved up about that much, like about $8,000. I think it was about $6,000 or $8,000, and it just whittled away at it while I was sick. I was living out of home, not doing enough for the people that I was living with, and I'm not sure, like I kind of just spent money, I think, to keep myself alive, sure, but also to distract myself from what I was dealing with. A lot of retail therapy, which is not a good thing. I've since managed to curb that, so slow down on that, which has been good. Yeah. Hodgkin's lymphoma. No, we're not talking Japanese, but Stephen is wanting to. That photo, I gotta touch on that. I think it's not a bad photo of me, even though I barely have hair. I think that was when it was just growing back. So I'd hit the end of chemo, maybe, or I was approaching the end of chemo. And I remember taking that in the bathroom at my mum's house. And I put it on Facebook, and I remember saying something like, "Don't get cancer, kids," which is, what a terrible thing to say, man. I don't know. I felt then, and I feel a little bit now, like I am quite wise, and I just want to share that with people. I'm very stupid and behind when it comes to some things, but the good parts of me I want to share with others, definitely. Hodgkin's lymphoma, formerly known as Hodgkin's disease, is a cancer of the lymphatic system, which is part of your immune system. The way I found out was a lump, having found a lump on his neck. I was dropping an ex-girlfriend off at the shops, and felt a lump on my neck one day, and I was like, where did that come from? It wasn't there yesterday, and it was a golf ball sized lump too. And I remember it was a public holiday. I was worried because I'd never had a lump come up before, and it was sizable. So I went to the only, I think it was like a private hospital that wasn't too far away from the place I was living. Ended up paying like $300, $400 for a biopsy, and they told me there was nothing to worry about. I went around to a few different doctors. They couldn't find anything at all, and I finally had a doctor who, I can't remember his name, but it was a good lad, very matter of fact, and it was the Fremantle Hospital, I think. And he just said to me, it's the only moment in my life, well, maybe there might be a few others, but this is the most probably significant. The only moment in my life where, you know how you hear, or see in movies, everything just goes quiet. Your ears start ringing, although my ears are ringing all the time. And I was seeing his mouth move, but I just couldn't believe. He just straight out said, "Hey, we didn't get any results. I think you have cancer." Because Hodgkin's lymphoma is supposedly that's how they can, one of the ways they can diagnose it, if they take a biopsy and there's no results. I don't know. Anyway, I got tested for Hodgkin's, was a positive. The good Hodgkin's, as Larry David says.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
I was sounding a little crazy. Wait, did you work on Party of Five?
Yeah.
You remember the season when Charlie had Hodgkin's?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, in the show, didn't he have good Hodgkin's?
Well, he had Hodgkin's that he survived. I mean, I don't know if it was good. He survived it, so that was good.
But isn't there a good Hodgkin's and a bad Hodgkin's?
No, there's Hodgkin's and non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and Hodgkin's disease has a better survival rate.
Okay, so that's a better Hodgkin's.
I mean, that's a valid point, but
okay, so
I wouldn't say it was good.
It's better.
Maybe it's better,
Okay,
but not good.
better. Okay, there's two kinds of Hodgkin's. One has a better survival rate than the other.
Right.
Okay, so it's good.
No, it's not good.
Well, it's better than the other.
Okay, better, but it's not good.
Well, compared to the other, it's good.
And went on to do some chemotherapy and some radiation. This was devastating news for a 19-year-old to receive. I think at the time, and it took me maybe a year or two to even sink it in, I just wanted to... I was living with someone that I loved, and I could not think about anything besides dying. To be completely honest, there was a part of me that wished it was more... This is long ago. This part of me is completely gone now. But for a long time, I wished it was something worse. And I now see that as kind of like a test. I don't know whether it's a divine test or what, but it really helped me turn my life around. As I think this goes on to say, like, the cancer was a reality check for Stephen, and he realized life is for learning. That's 110%, man. I just knew from then on, my whole schooling career, primary school and high school, never knew what I wanted to do. And then, I don't know, it just clicked in that hospital bed once, and I was just like, yeah, I know what I want to do. I want to be a teacher. I want to help people that are in tough situations. Not just like medical situations, but family situations, emotional situations. Health is a big one, definitely. But let's keep going. On here, from a young age, Stephen has always wanted to travel to Japan and learn Japanese. On his first chemo session, Stephen booked a trip with the intention of traveling to Japan and fulfilling his ambition and love for the Japanese language. Those things are true. The love for Japan, I don't really know where it came from. I think that's probably from video games first up. And music as well. Video games and music. I've had a lot of people make inappropriate comments, which I don't like, about being a weeb and worse. And I can assure you that none of that's true. I just really like Japanese music, food, and video games, man. They're the best in the world at all three of those things. Maybe not music, but we'll see. Just get sidetracked. Still so easy. And yes, it was... I don't know if it was my first chemo session actually there, but I think it was shortly beforehand. I remember it was the only time I've ever been knocked out, when they give you the anesthetic, general anesthetic I think it is, that just wipes you out. And it's cool. It's weird. Like, time just stops existing for that amount of time. You basically close your eyes and wake up hours later with a big cut on your neck, and it feels like nothing has happened. It's weird. But I remember booking it just before I went into that. I kind of figured, I've got to get out of this. I've got to, like, I got to get something out of it, but also I wanted to... I had all this money saved, and I knew I wanted to go somewhere. My biggest regret that I could... around that time, anyway, was that I could only really think of myself. I should have really been trying to do better for the people around me, and, if anything, go on holiday with them. But all I could think about was myself, and I've struggled with that, still struggle with it, but I'm doing better than ever. Cancer was a reality check, big time. I studied, in July of this year, Stephen intends to board at the college in Tokyo where he will sit a 4-week introduction to the Japanese language. Far out, man. That was amazing. Like, I had a teacher who spoke no English, and I remember it's some of the best classroom activities and stuff that I've ever done. It was like a constant battle trying to figure out what she was saying or what she was trying to get us to say. But I learnt so much, and I learnt so much by being there, being around the people, using the language every day. I came home, and I don't think I studied for... I still barely study Japanese, to be completely honest. I'm not the best at pulling myself together to do work. But I really, really enjoy speaking it. I went back for a second time with my best friends, and so much came back to me. It was like, yeah, just being back in the era, so much came back. Okay, let's have a look. Stephen's family and close friends are pulling together to raise funds to keep his ambition alive. I don't know who wrote this, it's not my dad. I love my dad, but he doesn't write like this. But whoever did, I can't remember her name. But Kylie and her friends, thank you, I appreciate it. It's taken me a long time to appreciate it, but I do. Below is a link to the college course. Shouts out Gogo Nihon, very good stuff. I was at Akamonkai, and it was Monday to Friday, school every day. And it was about like 8 AM till 3 PM or something like that. Full on Japanese every single day. Nihongo taihen ne. I remember not going to school some days because I was out too late partying the night before. That was most days, my 2 months in the first time I was there. But, yeah. Further information on Hodgkin's lymphoma. Blah, blah, blah. Cancers of the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system, by the way, if you don't know, is what helps your... Like, when you get sick, those are the cells that help your body get better. And my immune system was just shot. It was like killing itself, pretty much. It's not the only thing that's wrong with me, but it's probably the most serious. And it's difficult to talk about. I've always found it difficult to talk about. Not so much me talking about it, but everyone else's responses to it, really. You'd get, like, some really interesting things. Some people don't want to talk about it at all. They freeze up. They don't realize it exists until it happens to the people closest to them or to themselves. But to be completely honest, the one thing that I like saying that freaks people out is that the cancer that I got was one of the best things that ever happened to me. That is a huge generalization, but at the same time, it has helped me get so much stronger. And I've always got that one thing to compare things to, which things could be worse. Things have been okay lately. Anyway, I got, I think when I got diagnosed, they told me I had like a 90, it's like above 90. I think even on the websites and all that kind of shit, it says like 96 to 98% chance. The one that I got, recovery rate. And here's me thinking like, oh gosh, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. Even though the recovery rates are so good, it's one of the rarest types of cancer you can get, but it's one of the most treatable, which is great. I had amazing nurses at both Fiona Stanley and Fremantle. I can't thank them enough. Chemo was tough. Chemo was like you go once every 2 weeks, and for 2 hours they pump you full of stuff. My treatment was called ABVD. I can't remember what this stands for, but it would feel terrible for a couple of hours, and then you'd feel like a zombie for about a week and a half, and then as you were getting a little bit better, it'd be time to go back to the hospital and get pumped full of the shit again. It was tough. And not that she'll see this, but I can't apologize enough and can't thank her enough for being there for me during that. Alright, let's get on to these messages. I have 133 donations here, which I can't believe. I'm just going to go to the bottom and go from the bottom. I should probably censor the names with these. Maybe I'll censor the surnames or something. Might be tough. Whatever, let's go. Anonymous, $100. Deb Carney, $100, thank you. Straight away, the first 2 donations, $100 each, man. That's so much money. You can do a lot with $100. And for these people to just want to throw it at me, I'm sorry, I don't even know who Deb Carney is, but I really can't thank you enough. When that came in, Anonymous, I was like, yeah, sure. I've been on the internet for a while. I can I know what anonymous means. But yeah. And Emma with the amazing comment above, go kiss some cute Japanese girls, you legend. Thank you. I can assure you I did. Leaving that in the past. Adrian, alright, $100. Thank you, bro. Tanasi, big Tanasi, my good high school mate. I wish I could see you more often, bro, but hopefully. I'm always going to be there for you, you know that. Mark Newbound, Japan's the best. Love you, Mark, thank you. Thomas Puddick, man, this guy, I had my 10-year high school reunion the other day, and I was a bit worried, but I still went. It went amazingly. And he was one of the lads that I really hoped that I would see there, because one of my closest mates back in high school days. And I didn't see him at the reunion, because he's a pilot, fly guy, he flies around. But he like rocked up at my work maybe a month or two ago, and we managed to have a quick hug and a chat. And Tom, man, I think about you often. Hey, you're a great lad. Jonah or Yona, I don't know. Not enough money that I can donate, but I hope we can help a little bit. Man, I don't even, I gotta watch out because these drinks are 8%. I don't even understand how people, why. Like, I like making people smile. You don't have to give me money for it, although that is kind of what retail work is. Julie, thank you. Best wishes. JS, I know exactly who that is. Josh, you're amazing, mate. You're an interesting person, definitely. I still have very fond memories of the times that you've come over here. Can't wait for the next time, mate. Veronica, thank you. Veronica's one that I missed at the high school reunion, but she's great. And Maddie Ingate too. Where was Maddie? Far out, man. Maddie and I born on the same day. I'm going to put this out on my birthday. Maddie, I've stopped saying happy birthday to, like maybe last year, the year before, I can't remember. Sorry, but also I always think of you that day. Alistair, high school, thank you. Another anonymous, Bryce D. To me, I mean, there's a few Bryce Ds, but there's really only one Bryce D. Bryce, man, you're a king, mate. I can't thank you enough, bro. Not just for this, but for this. Ash Barrington, Homeroom, Ron B. Sad to hear about you, Eunice. I hope you reach your goal. I did. The goal, look, I'm going to be honest with you. The money, it did pay for my course because I blew through all the savings I had. I was really worried that I wasn't going to be able to go. I'd paid for this course and I had no money to get over there or to survive over there for 2 months. And this is how I did it. I definitely, I don't want to say I threw a lot of the money away. I made sure I put it to good use. My good use back then, probably not the same as good use mature me thinks, but at the same time, like, I partied hard. I did well. I did very well. Made so many good friends and so many incredible memories. Fran, for Kanpai. Kanpai is cheers in Japanese. Anonymous, $30. Miles, this is my dad's acting, mate. Every little bit helps. $100, mate. Fuck. Yeah. I feel like while I've taken a long time to do this, it still only feels like a stepping stone in terms of paying this off. And paying it off is not even the right term. I'm going to pay it forward. Take the charity that has been shown to me and try and put a part in it into everything I do. And all that support, I just want to help others. I've never really been good with money, but I am good at helping people, definitely. I know I am, and that's what I want to keep doing for the rest of my life. So thank you for your support, because in a way, all of these names on the screen, without you, I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. Chris and the family. Sarah isn't around anymore, unfortunately, but I know you're up there watching, taking care of the fam. Laura, primary school. Lee Doherty, high school, thank you. Christy and the family. I don't even know who this is, but thank you so much. And that's a name. This one, I can highlight this. This boy, he's my, no homo, my soulmate, my one true friend, like someone that is going to be there for me for the rest of my life. and someone that I'll be there for. And that shit goes beyond words, man. Beyond dollars too, but much more than that, bro. I think we're square, but man. Prayer for my healing. Thank you, Theron. D, my dad, what is it? My dad's cousin in the US. I can't wait to come over there and meet you one day. I will, I promise. You and Brandy, definitely. I hope you're doing well if you see this. If not, send it out to the universe or whatever they say. Lewis, man. Oh shit, okay. See, these are the kind of comments that I don't like. But also, Lewis, you're a legend, mate. I've got some very fond memories of us working together, bro. Thank you so much. And yes, it was the trip of a lifetime. I didn't take many pictures. I think there was like 7 or 8 in my camera after the first time I came back. And they were all tasteful pictures of architecture and environment stuff. Thank you very much. But, yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Patty, best wishes. Japan is a great place. Still, I haven't been to many places, but it is the best place that I've ever been to. I cannot wait to go back. Carrie, I think Auntie Carrie and Uncle John. Yeah. That's my stepmom's side of the family. My brother Dylan. He's related to him somehow, I think. Darcy's one of the most important people that I've ever met in my entire life. One of the most incredible people that I've ever met. I hope you're doing well, and thank you so much. Erin, MT sister, $250, man. Could have spent that on a horse, Erin. I don't know how much horses cost, or if you're even still into them. I hope you're doing well. I can't believe how, I still think about going over MT's house when I was young and seeing you and Cara, and how fast time goes, hey, it's ridiculous. Brendan Miro, legend. Terrence and Grace, man, Terrence, one of my dad's mates, this king, he would one of the nicest guys ever. This is amazing. I don't think I've looked at this for, I don't know, I think I've honestly tried not to look at it, but that doesn't cut me as deep as it used to, thankfully. Tish, go and have fun. I did, and I have had a lot of fun since. A lot of it, I don't know. Tish, you've been such a wonderful friend to me for a long time, and I can't thank you enough. Jade, thank you. Rachel, take Josh with me. I did. It took me some time. I took my best mate Brown with me to fucking Japan, and we killed it. It was so great. Brown, Scott and I, and James DeBono as well. Man, I can't wait to go back, and I want to go solo traveling again, definitely, but with the boys, man, with the boys. Jackie, Japan is a fantastic place. I implore all of you to go. Please go, when we can anyway. It is incredible. One of my favorite things I like saying is that every single day I would see something new, something that would blow my mind a little bit or something like that. Just all from Japan. Different little bits of technology, the people, the culture, the history. The history's interesting, and they haven't always been amazing people. In some ways they still aren't, but far out. You'll be hard-pressed to find many better. Talia, such an awesome person who's always nice to everyone. Keep your head up high and you will love Japan. Thank you, Talia. I really appreciate that. I think you got a house recently, so congratulations. We're all growing up, hey? Mike Bell, good luck on your achieving your dream of going to Japan. All the best on the road to recovery. Remission, 7 years, nothing much wrong with me. There's a few things that pop up, normally pimples, that I start to worry and go, oh, is that going to be another big lump or something? But I've been pretty well. Mental health has been tricky. I, to be completely honest, went through a year of physical treatment, and then all the mental repercussions came in the years following, but things are better than ever nowadays. I mean it. Trish, thank you. Good luck with the fundraising and recovery, thank you. Carrie, was that Talia's mum? Oh man, thank you. Cameron Morowick, thank you, bro. Lisa, oh man. Lisa is it's so inspirational, dude. A good primary school friend of mine, and haven't seen her much since high school, but as soon as I saw her, I think she's working in the museum. When I saw her, she knew who I was instantly. I knew who she was. It's so great to have friends like that who, regardless of how much time you spend, you're always gonna be there for them in a way, and they'll always be there for you, even if it's just memories. What did she say? I deactivated my Facebook last year. Sad I've lost touch. Hope you're doing okay. Brave son of a gun. I didn't feel like it, but got through it. Head down, got through it. You are seriously the nicest and kindest pal, and I miss joshing about on Facebook with you and talking about music. That's the one thing you can talk to me about. I'll talk forever about. Japan's going to be a blast. I hope we raise enough. I'm going to no, you don't need to. Thank you. I will probably try cut that out just so we don't have emails laying around. Ramon, thank you, from Tasmania. Bryce Collins, man with kids now too. Kid or kid? Kids. I'm not too sure, but bro, all the best with the family, man. And one from G above, man, I was so glad to see you at the reunion the other week, man. Such a good mate of mine from a long time ago. There's not many people I've known for that long. Bro, if you ever need a beer, man, I'm always down, hey. Kieran's mum. The Mullins family. $200, man. I think one of my earliest primary school memories was going over Kieran's house playing what was it called? Like WWF back then, I think, on the Nintendo 64. Oop, this is gonna run out. I better plug it in. Give me 2 seconds. What happens when I talk for longer than I should? Million K was in this house, and the one that I needed to find couldn't at all. Typical. What was I? Talking about playing wrestling games on the 64 with Kieran. Man, that's another friend that I've known for a long, long time. Haven't seen him for so long now, but same goes, man. Once a friend, always a friend. I mean that. Peter's cousin? Lee? Inspiration to my family and friends. Man, I could only hope for so much, hey? I can only hope that I inspire people 1/10 of the amount that I've been inspired by friends and family, the strength of friends and family, and some celebrities too. Not much. Some musicians and celebrities. Kanye West is a big one, but let's leave it there. Dave, poo breath. What a great way to start moving into a fantastic future. And the food was amazing. Food was one of the best parts. I still feel like great way to start moving into a fantastic future. There's a little bit to unwrap there. I've always felt behind, and I felt like this set me even more back. And I don't think that's true, to be completely honest. I've learnt that we all go through life at different paces, and we all have different things happen to us. We're all dealing with so much under the surface, and yet again, I'd say, if you're a good person, good things will happen to you. I really do believe that. I think that empathy is one of the most important things in this world, and it's a bit tough sometimes. Comparison, what does B-Man say, that Roosevelt quote or whatever, comparison is the thief of joy. Like, I've been so bad when it comes to comparing my situation with others, and either saying, well, others have it worse, I'll be fine, I'm not that bad, or, well, others have it worse, I can't complain, that kind of thing. It's just bad to compare yourself with others. You do need to sometimes, but you need to make sure you have your own back, and it's taken me some time to get there, but going strong. Emily, hope I go full kawaii desu. Yeah. I don't know about that. Fuck. Where am I? Man. Kawaii desu ne. What's the, I wouldn't say kawaii. Kawaii sounds almost like kawaii, which I think means scary. So if you go and call a girl cute, you might almost call her scary. So we say beautiful instead. We say subarashi. When I say we, me and the 2-3 lads I was trying to Part of the language course, trying to show him the ropes, really. I stayed by myself for the first month I was in Japan, and then in the second month I went and did the course. So by the time I went on the course, a lot of people looked at me like I knew what I was doing, and in Japan, like everything I've done so far in life, it's fake it till you make it. Georgia. I did see Georgia at the reunion, that was awesome. Thank you, Georgia. Cheryl, best time, kick cancer's ass. I did, and look, to be completely honest, it may come back one day, in a different form, worse. While that thought is a little worrying, I gotta take each day at a time, make the most of every day. My mum really helped me learn that. It's one of the best things she's taught me. She taught me a lot. Okay, what's next? Anonymous. Emma's family, thank you so much. Tash, I think Lockie's mate, or maybe another Tash, thank you. Steph, Tom's sister, thank you. Emma, oh man, Emma Gebby, thank you so much. Very fond memories of those old days, those TF2 days, DOP days. Jocelyn, Dennis, thank you. Kaya, oh man, don't forget to order my JR pass. I actually did. Like, I didn't get it the first time I was there, which was a bit of a mistake, but whatever. I got it the second time, and we made the most of it. Hey, I think there was one time where I think each Shinkansen ride, which is the bullet train, costs like $150 to $200, and the JR pass is like $300, $400, and you get for like a week or two just unlimited bullet train rides on the JR lines. And I remember once I caught like 2 or 3 in one day, whatever it was. And one of them was like, we went all the way to Tokyo, and then James realized that he'd forgotten his JR pass in Osaka, so we went all the way back to get it, and then went all the way back to get to the concert in time. And we got to the concert, it had all sold out, and thankfully we'd been drinking with the guys from the band, the guys and the girl from the band for like the past week, so sent them a sneaky message and got put on the list. Still one of my greatest achievements. The band is Snowing, one of the greatest emo bands ever, and one of the best weeks of my life. Moving on. Lisa, thank you. Enjoy my adventure in Japan. I did. Judy, thank you. Fighting the good fight. Paul, thank you. Andre and Amanda. I've got to admit, guys, a lot of these I do not recognize. A lot of these names. And whether they're friends of friends or family, distant family, like, that doesn't matter. Just treat people how you want to be treated. I have so much appreciation for you. Thank you. And apologies if I read a name and can't remember. A lot goes on up there. Andre and Amanda. I know that name. Thank you. Far out, man. Lots of pictures. Yeah, I kind of screwed that one up. Second time around I did better, and now I'll confidently call myself a semi-decent photographer, even though I don't really know what ISO or shutter speed is or anything like that. Like, I think I got good taste. I take some decent snaps. Billy for the 30, thank you. Meredith, thank you. Damien, generally, oh man, one of the greatest humans. Bro, not just a human, you are one of the best, probably the best artist that I know. Like, Damien's art is incredible, man. Please keep that up. And one day I'm going to get you to do like an album art or something for me, man, because far out. That time that we caught up, last time we saw each other, wherever we went for that holiday house that weekend, messy weekend, but bro, it was so good to chat to you, man. You always got a special place in here, bro. Uncle David, thank you. Rochelle, oh man, Iron It. Oh, shit, the one. I've got very, very fond memories of the team that I worked with Iron It. It was not just the team, but like the huge floor. So many amazing people, and we're all like held together by the misery of a call center. It was an interesting time, and they really helped me so much through a lot of that. Very flexible when I couldn't come into work because I was sick, and whenever I was there, everyone was just not like stepping on eggshells, but just friendly in the way they always were, and that really helped. If anything, like, the home environment was so tough, and I was making it tougher, and going to work was a little bit of an escape. Sadly, I'd be drunk almost every time I left work because of working across the road from, what's the pub called? Either way, end of month drinks back in the golden Iron It days. Hebel. I'm not going to talk too much about this one, but I love you and I really hope you are doing well. And thank you. I should have treated you better, and your daughter better, but you are still such a shining light in my life. I mean it. Anonymous, cool. $100, anonymous. Give a little bit of a credit. Put your name there. 7 years later. Josie Ann, thank you. Wonder if that's from Tassie. Ryan, thank you. Peter, thank you. It's like, this stuff adds up so quick, and I just still can't believe it. One of Kylie's workmates, thank you. Reese Hall, bro, it was good to see you at the reunion the other night too, man. It's been a long time, hey. Thank you, bro. Uncle Peter, thank you. Oh man, Mark with the second one. Alright, so this is a weird one. Only Mark and I, and maybe some other special people are gonna get this one. Bro, I can't wait to see you during Elden Ring time, man. It's gonna be interesting. I'll have you over, or we'll go over there or something like that, man. Yeah. It's going to be tough, but we can share in the misery. Ben with the 50, thanks bro. Kim. Mark Rousseau, Dad's mate, thank you. Speedy recovery. Yeah. I'm getting there. Thank you, Emma. A-Shock. It's not the A-Shock I'm thinking. Oh, $200, man. Either way, anyone named A-Shock's got to be a king. I can't thank you enough. Thank you, A-Shock and Marie. Another scam call. Been getting so many of those lately. Helen, thank you. Peter. One of Dad's mates. See, I'm a little bit like my dad in terms of making mates everywhere I go and being a bit of a charmer. There are some things that I like about that and some things that I don't. Doing better than ever about that too. But yeah, one of the best things I've ever learnt from my dad is just treating everyone like a mate. Until they're not, really. Nick, thank you, bro. You're a good family mate, mate. Always be there. Even though my brothers are all the way across the other side of Australia, you got to know that he's always going to be there for you too. Sam, thank you. Rob, these two, oh hold on, 2, 3. Oh, I remember what happened. Someone shared this around at my old high school, and some of the teachers started donating, which was a little bit strange to me, but thank you. I wasn't a very good student. I like to say that I was a terrible student, so I'm going to make up for it by being the best teacher I can. I was pretty bad. Probably not to any of the teachers that donated. The ones that didn't, so apologies. The ones that did, thank you. Miss Hill, Mr. Freitag, Mr. Norgrove, thank you. The Rossies, hey, although I haven't been on the best of terms with you lot, I still think of you as a close mate. Hope you're doing well, and also your family is amazing, bro. I've had so many good times with everyone in your family, like Exmouth and everything, man. Hope you're all doing well. Linda, thank you.
Erica Roberts was an old teacher as well, I think. Euphrosyna. One of Kylie's friends? Thank you, thank you. Man. This is wild to me, right? Because I still calculate things in terms of, like, how much a dollar is worth based on how much money I earn. And I did that back in the EB Games days, and since then it was like $1, no, 1 hour of entertainment is like $10. I get paid like $15 an hour, let's round it down. This was way back then. I'm getting paid a fair bit more, but I still do that whole like $1 equals, or like $10 equals 1 hour of entertainment thing. And far out, man. For people to just give money like this, it bewilders me a little bit, to be honest, and I think it's incredible. Yeah. Thank you. It went to a good place, I really do mean that. Sorry that it's taken me so long to talk about it. Martin Pearson Jones, thank you. Danny McGuire. Bro. Far out, you're probably like mid-20s now, hey? I know that our families haven't seen each other for a while. I really hope you're doing well, buddy. I really mean that. I know that life hasn't been easy for either of us. And I can't imagine what you've had to go through, some of the things you've had to go through. But, bro, strength. It makes us stronger. It makes us better people. Better able to help others and to help ourselves as well. Anonymous. Travie. Another good family mate who's always going to be there, bro. Our family's always got a spot for you, mate. Always. David. Japan is a beautiful country with beautiful and very respectful people. Very much so. Enjoy my trip and experiences learning the language and culture. Thank you, David. Definitely. Stephen with a A at the end. I don't understand. I've had this my entire life, right? PH is tricky for some people. I get, like, emails, things with my name, like even Facebook tags, when people tag my name in something and then write my name right next to it, spelling it completely differently. I say differently instead of wrong nowadays, because you can spell anything any way you want, really. But I am going to be an English teacher one day, so we'll see how that goes. Thomas, thank you. Jerome, thank you. Katarina. Not sure which Katarina, but I appreciate it. Thank you. John, Paul. Scott's cousin, yeah. Thank you, Carly. Joe. Hope I get better soon. I'm getting there. Oh, man. You can read that one. I am so fortunate to know that family and to have the best friend anyone could ask for. And this is the closest I've got to crying, so let's keep going. I'm going to get through this without. Kirby's, thank you. Thank you, Punkit. Beck, thank you. Annie. That's a primary school mate, I think. $80 as well. $80 to someone you haven't seen in ages. Like, thank you so much. While I, like, was in a bit of a different headspace over there and spending money without worrying about money too much, which did not last me the full 2 months, I'll tell you that much. But anyway, yeah, it's taken me a long time to appreciate it, and it's something that I will appreciate for the rest of my life. Daniel Gunner. Didn't know you for long, but it was long enough to realise how special of a bloke you are. You too, mate. This was like one of my all-time best customers, this lad. I stayed with him and his missus for a little bit, and had some interesting times. I was having a tough time at home and they took me in, and far out, man. I think of you often, bro. I miss you. Mainness. All the best. Thanks, bro. All the best to you too, man. Jackie, thank you. Natasha, thank you. Old primary school mate. Neville, Jay, high school, thank you. Alright, Claire, amazing. Browntown. This was the tough one, right? This one here, I think he did like... I think it was like just under the goal. And I'm pretty sure I remember like Brown messaging me and teasing me about it or something like that. Like, oh... and I remember like, fuck off, mate, fuck off. And I remember he donated like last second, or it was like just before the goal cutoff point or something like that, and got it just over. And that to me is like the perfect Browntown donation. $200 too, that's not a bloody sneeze. But man, I owe you a lot more than money, bro. A lot more than you. One of the best friends I could ever ask for. And you were there for me through some very, very tough times. Not only were you there for me, but you were there for people that are important to me as well. And you're a legend, mate. I know you keep to yourself, but I only wish I could see you more. When I do see you, it's awesome. And I am going to be your mate forever, bro. Amanda and Steve. Never forget to stop dreaming. Wait. Never... Okay, I know what that means. Let's move on. I still dream. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's tough, but I'm still dreaming. Shane with the 500, bro. I feel like a Twitch streamer. Oh shit. Thank you, mate. And thank my dad, I guess. Yet again, it's like one of the best things I've ever inherited from him is mateship. Anonymous, and one from this guy, Peter Lingley here. This guy is the PLE. That's what they named it after him. The biggest computer store. I think they are now, but I'm not too sure. The best, let's go with that. The best computer store in all of Australia. And I worked there for a couple of years. I'd say the best job I've ever had. But it was tough, working as like a little sales bitch. And when you're trying to sell computers and the internet to people when they don't really know what they're buying, it's quite tricky. But he would always come down and always see how the sales guys are doing, and just an absolute legend of a man. And his son-in-law, Jonathan Arcaster above, Big Jono, my boss, still my boss, I still count you as my boss. The support from those two and from everyone at that PLE family was just incredible. I ended up working there twice, maybe a third time one day, you never know, but I still call that place home, definitely. Thank you for your support. Emma, keep fighting. Still struggling, but I'm tougher than ever. Paul, strength and story and inspiration. It's not over yet. I plan on inspiring a lot more in the future. Clinton, that's the last one. Keep smiling, enjoy my dream holiday, and make a speedy recovery. Thank you, the Harmers. And thank you to everyone. I think, yeah, let's close that. I can't thank you all enough. If I have to emphasize one thing after this long video, it is that this kind of stuff happens. Like for me, it had a name. I had cancer to blame. I had something that I knew I could get treatment for, and I put my head down and got through it. I just hope you know that there are things like this that happen to everyone in their own ways, and you never really know what someone's dealing with. So, yet again, empathy is the best possible thing you can do, and have for others. Just, if someone's terrible to you, then it's their own loss. The best thing you can do is just keep going, keep that head up, and soldiering through. I don't really have too much else to say. I think I'm going to leave it at that. It's been long enough already. Sorry that's taken me so long to do this, but I hope it's worthwhile. Thank you if you're still here watching this, and yeah. I find a lot of this stuff goes a little bit beyond words, especially when I'm in front of the camera and trying to think about what I say before I say it, which I've never been good at. But if you know me, you know that I'm always down to talk about this stuff. And while I'm terrible at replying to messages, if someone really needs me, or a mate needs me or anything like that, please pick up the phone, send me a message, because I've probably just screened it and haven't opened it, and I swear that I will do everything that I can for you. Within means, because I've found that I've promised that to a lot of people before in places where I can't actually give the support that I have been meaning to. It's not a lie. I'm not sure if it's selfishness or what it is. I'm still working that one out, but yeah. My friends mean the world to me. My family means the world to me, and I think, yeah, let's leave it at that. See ya.
Hey, just got done watching that. Bit much. There wasn't really anything that I regretted saying though, which was a nice change. There were a few things that I wish I spoke a little bit more about, or feelings, memories, people that I wish I could talk more about as well. The only real solution I see to that is sharing more and maybe making more videos, I guess. Getting more confident in front of the camera. I told myself at the start of this year that I wanted to be a creator, not a consumer. Never thought I'd be a content creator, but here I am holding a fucking selfie stick thing, talking to the camera. I have said I can't thank you enough, but there are a lot of people that I still have yet to thank, and I'm gonna just do that as best as I can by helping other people. Yeah. Let's try and cut this under an hour, hey? Can you believe at the start of the year I was like terrified of even the concept of talking to a camera, being on camera. Gotta get used to it, I guess. But I'm not gonna become too much of a wanker. That I can guarantee. Well, more than I already am anyway. Alright, good night. Peace. Wait, okay, one more thing. If I help one person with the things that I say, or the music that I make, or the words that I write, it makes it all worth it. I have been for my whole life really good at embarrassing myself just to make other people laugh. I want to go one step further and help as many people as I can. Yeah. Still make them laugh too, but actually help as well. And I've spent the past like 2.5 decades helping myself in both good ways and bad, and I now feel ready to dedicate almost my entire self to others. And never giving up.
I got you.